Hey, Scorpio. I hope you're doing well. I want to go ahead and get into your reading for the last portion of March 2019. I hope that you're doing all right. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I've shuffled these cards plenty. Let's do a little bit more, though. All right, show me the energies present for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the last portion of March 2019. I want to do a Celtic cross. I want to do a Celtic cross. Scorpio. So the first card out you have is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody who takes forever. They take their time. They sometimes can be in their higher way of presenting themselves. They're somebody who wants to get the job done. They want to get involved in things that make sense for them financially, stability-wise. Those are the types of people that this embodies. Sometimes, though, it can talk about somebody who's taken forever to get to a situation or to address a situation. Sometimes it can feel, I'm feeling like a level of, there's like this anxious pit in my stomach. It's like an anxiety, like an energy of anxiety, like somebody... Let's keep pulling. I don't want to just read into that, but yeah, it's like we're waiting. On top of him, you have the Hangman. So somebody who's anxious, I feel, that's like they've had to contemplate a certain situation. And you know what? It's almost as if they've taken too much time. One thing that I felt before, because I kept getting like this pulsation to get to your reading, and I should be doing Aries and Virgo first because I didn't do them last month. Or last reading time, but you're press. So here you go. Yeah, it's almost as if this person, it's like they want to present themselves, but how? But how? You know, and it feels here that there's almost too much time that's gone by. There's too much stagnation, too much contemplation, and it's not like they didn't have other things going on in their life. I think that that's kind of the crux of what is going on here. It feels like there's something behind them. How do I do that? It's like there's something behind them, like the timeline behind them. It's like that's come to a head. Now there's this. What's beneath you? The Five of Pentacles. So this is talking about being basically in a mental state of lack. Sometimes it can be in a situation where this person's frustrated. They don't know how to approach you. They may have let you go, or you may have let them go, shut the situation off completely. And now there's like this wanting to reboot a situation. That's what I'm feeling. That's what the energy here is feeling like. I don't have the Judgment card. I don't have the Six of Cups. I don't have the Two of Cups. I don't have a lot of things here. What I'm feeling is that this person is wanting to communicate about where they're at in themselves and where they want to bring things with you. Recent past, you have the King of Swords here. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy could be somebody who's been very cold. This person may have shut you out and been very cold with you. This person also may be leaving a situation where they have been treated cold as well. It's almost as if like yeah, it's like they thought the grass was greener and that situation wasn't, it didn't pan out to what they had maybe hoped it would be. I feel that this is the energy of the person that they were dealing with. Sure, cutting them out, but cold, very cold. It's almost as if like a taste of their own medicine. That's what I'm feeling. A very thick, syrupy taste of their own medicine. Show me the present energy. You have the Star. So, you know, it's interesting because it's like now they're being guided back. That's what I feel. It's like a homing pigeon. They're being guided back here to a situation that they need to address. They need to communicate about. And it's like, either you have cut this person out or they've cut you out and now they want to come back in. But there's a level here on an internal level where this person is like, either you, Scorpio, or the person that you're dealing with is very painful. I feel that there's also an energy here where it's like they're trying to negate the energy. They're trying to negate how they feel. It's like, I can, how do you do that? How do you do that? Puff up. I puff up, you know, like, I'm not going to let you see my underbelly, that kind of energy. But that's the energy that they need to come from. They need to be clear about that. They need to show their underbelly, and that seems to be very hard for this person. It's almost as if this person was going to either drop this situation entirely and just let it go, like let it go, or yeah. And it's like now that they're trying to, it's like, how do you say that? Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, either way, like, what's, if I come forward and talk, then I did, you know, and if I don't, then I'll never know. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Show me the near future. So you have the Three of Swords here in the future spot. I feel that this person here, Scorpio, is more so, they've taken too long to get to a situation. They've taken too long to address things. They've taken too long to, honestly, what it feels like is they've taken too long to look at themselves on an inner level. There's something here where it's like they're not, they're doing everything in their capabilities to not look at themselves and what they've created, what they've caused, what they have been a part of. And it's almost as if I feel like this energetic distancing that they're wanting to do. And it's not just energetic, it's more so emotional distancing. It's like, I'm going to keep up this cold front. I'm going to have like, not necessarily an icy exterior, but something where they're not showing the pain that they're going through. They're not showing the experience that they're going through. And it's negating their healing. This person is having a difficult time healing. And I think it's like they want to communicate. They want to come forward, but then like the ego gets in the way. And that's something that they really need to address. As if you're dealing with somebody like this, like, what's the point? Like, really, what's the point? If a person isn't able to communicate with you from a heartfelt space, from an honest space, especially after a situation between you has dissolved, it almost feels like they're wanting to resurrect something that is just, it's dead. But it's like, give it the old college try. Your energy, as far as like the emotional aspect of where you are, Scorpio, here. So you have this Nine of Swords. So in regard to this situation, again, I did a reading a couple weeks ago. I think it was called something about reopening the can of worms. This is kind of the energy that it feels like you're going through. And whether or not this person chooses to come forward and communicate to you it's their choice entirely. You can't force somebody to grow. You can't force somebody. This could also be just their internal energy, what they're thinking, what they're feeling. I feel like this very, very contemplative like situation here where it's like we've had to address a lot of things, but we're also negating a lot of things. They don't want to look at a lot of things because it hurts. Because if they did that, they would have to essentially step into some sort of accountability for their vulnerability. Vulnerably accountable. Vulnerably accountable. So you have the Nine of Swords here, and this is your energy, Scorpio. Could be theirs. The Nine of Swords talks about somebody who's essentially in their mind. They can't let things go. Do you see this person sitting in bed? Just it does not look comfortable. This is mental anguish, mental frustration, like going over the same thing over and over again. You know, and I feel here too, there's hesitation on this person's part. This definitely can mean that this person has taken forever to get there, but this can also embody their current energy where it's like they're hesitant to do anything because they almost feel that this type of energy is where it ends up. And the Three of Swords talks about heartache. It talks about wanting to release a situation that's been painful. You can talk about third-party situations, but it's heartache. It's heartache, and it hurts. You know, this isn't something that you want in your future energy. And it's like, this is the energy that is in that future spot, you know? With the Hangman on top of the Knight of Pentacles, it's like somebody who's inside of themselves. Somebody who, oh, I feel like they, it's like they're dancing around the idea of communicating. If it hasn't happened already, that may be where they're at in themselves. What's coming toward you? The Sun. So illumination, communication, things being brought to light that may have not been so apparent in the past, you know, but also the Sun, while it offers information of that nature, you know, brightening things up where you may have not known information before, it also gives you a chance to really exercise your ability to release, because when you release things, you actually open up energy for new things to come in. And it almost as if like this is an aha moment card. It almost feels as if that's the energy that's present here with this card and this feeling that I'm feeling, Scorpio. It's like, if this person, it's like a dual-edged sword. If this person comes back to communicate with you, it's like, great. And now I have enough information to let it go. And if this person doesn't come back to communicate with you, great. And now I have enough information to let this person go. This doesn't seem like you're getting back into the situation with this person. Show me the hopes, fears, concerns, and worries. You have Strength. So you have two Leo cards side by side. Could be dealing with the Leo. You don't have to be. In honesty, what picture the fuck. There's a picture in my head that this person, and this isn't for every single person, but for some of you, this person has been dealing with a Leo or a fire sign. Leo heavy, or Aquarius heavy. And it's like mustering their strength to get to you, to communicate, to express. But here's the blockage. The Three of Swords is the blockage. The amount of time they've taken to communicate is the blockage. Being kicked out, shut out, or shutting you out is the blockage. It's like all of these things culminated together to produce this gigantic blockage in themselves. This person, it feels like their energy is, it's like they want to seem in their life as like powerful or strong, or I can take on the world, or like my exterior is up, you know. It feels very facade-like, because inside I'm feeling like shaking. And here you have the Eight of Wands as the outcome. So communication, you know, this person may be at a distance and they may come to you to travel to you to communicate. This could be a long distance relationship situation. There could be just a long amount of time between you. Yeah, the Eight of Wands talks about communication as far as like texting, emails. It talks about travel. It talks about flight. And it can also talk about love. It can also very much talk about love and wanting to express that, you know. So wanting to express that, wanting to. So yeah, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Cups. So this is an emotional, this is like an emotional blockage. Like they know that you, Scorpio, have I'm going to throw up. This reading is nauseating. This reading is nauseating. This person, I feel, has a very high level of anxiety here in regard to you, Scorpio. Yeah, there's energy here, basically, where it's like, I feel this person may have considered, they are considering you to be something more than maybe what you may have, or they may have left you as or treated you as. It's like a revelation here, and it's plaguing their mind. It's frustrating them because it's like now they realize that this is the problem. Their love for you is the problem. You know, it's much easier to just shut somebody out and chuck them out the window. But then when the reality happens or hits where, you know, we realize, oh, something here is amiss. So let's go ahead and clarify this reading then. Show me the Knight of Pentacles here for Scorpio. Yeah, so here we have, first of all, the Knight of Cups. This person wants to communicate with you. They want to apologize. This doesn't always denote an apology, but it's somebody who wants to communicate. The rest of the feeling that I'm getting here is somebody that either wants to communicate their emotions, but an apology has to happen first. And here you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse that popped out with this. It popped out behind this. So it's almost as if they're leaving a particular situation and coming towards you. Something that they may have been a part of, may have dissolved. That's what it feels like. And it's like it's taken a long time because they've been dealing with that, but that's done. And now they want to communicate with you. An emotional overture. And I think, you know, it's important to pay attention though, because you, yeah, this person, the Six of Cups, this person from your past, they want to communicate with you. This also talks about reconciliations as well. It talks about people wanting to communicate. It talks about heartfelt feelings. It talks about, you know, sometimes mending bridges because the bond is so strong. But like, I think it's important for you to recognize the situation for what it is. If this was something that was really, really healthy and strong, and then it just had to part ways, you know, you might want to consider it. But what I'm feeling here is this person is more so like flying solo. They've had to do that after leaving something. And I guess I need to say too, that it's probably important to recognize, like, when they were in your life, was it for an actual relationship? Was it something that you could build upon, or was it based upon sex and passion? And I want to talk about passion because sometimes we can get things very skewed. We feel a heavy level of passion for somebody, and that can almost like dictate our actions, our feelings, our emotions, because it's such a strong feeling. And in our society and much of the way that we're taught, you know, we're taught a lot of that. And people are probably going to like go get pissed off about this, but passion is removed a lot of the time from life. Like people, you have to be a doctor, you have to be a lawyer, you have to be this, you have to be that. Well, what if I want to make crayons in like a factory and like that's my passion? What if I, you know, there's lots of different things that you could want to do, and your passions are stifled, you know, and after so much of that, and living in religious houses or like, you know, a lot of things where we get stifled, it shuts that down, it blocks it down. So it essentially kind of negates your own passion, and it's difficult for people to connect with that again. So passion, I totally like went on a tangent there, but passion, this person, I feel it's like they feel a heavy level of passion for you. That's what I'm feeling. And it's like, how do I resurrect that? How do I resurrect that here? Okay. Show me this King of Swords for Scorpio. So, yeah, man. The King of Swords. So you have the Five of Wands and the Six of Swords here coming out for the King of Swords, with the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So in regard to this King of Swords here, this situation, this person is incredibly conflicted. First of all, I think their main issue of conflict, it should be you, but it's actually themselves. It feels like themselves. They don't know how to get over themselves. I feel like a heavy level of arrogance here, Scorpio. I feel arrogance and I feel being bewildered. Like I can't catch my words, right? I think this person suffers from analysis paralysis. It's when you overthink things to the umpteenth degree and you just can't move forward. They're conflicted, but they want this. They want to move away from these mental issues, these mental energies. The six of Swords, the Swords talks about mental energy. It talks about things that like recycle and upcycle and go all over our brains, and like they're everywhere. They create new stories. The Six of Swords means it wants to move away. It feels like it wants to move away. There's so much conflict here that it needs to move away. But I feel that in the past too, there's been so much conflict that you've moved away. Like, what's the point, you know? And I feel that this is the contemplation of this person. Do I go forward to communicate? Do I not? This is essentially a stalemate, okay? Scorpio, you guys, we need to change this storyline. Show me the sword for Scorpio. So the star, you have the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So this person may be getting over a fire sign. Again, you have the Sun here with strength. This is a Leo energy. Leo's, Aries, Sagittarius energy here. Leo, Aries, Sagittarian energy there. This is about somebody who's essentially like, here with the star, I think that they need to heal a situation within themselves, but it's like they're conflicted and they're fighting themselves in regard to communicating with you. They're fighting almost as if too, like if they were to communicate with you, like they're figuring out how they can fight with you. Like there's an energy here where it's like they're willing to like bring some sort of level of combat to you. Why? Why would you do that if you're trying to communicate to somebody? And that it kind of highlights again, like what I'm talking about, like this person is out of balance. They don't know how to come forth and communicate in ease. Yeah, it feels like very shaky, very out of ease. But I feel like they see you and it's like you are what they want. You are what they want. Very much so. I feel that they feel that you're beautiful. They feel that you might be... I feel also that they may feel that you know more about them than they communicate or are willing to communicate, Scorpio. And you guys are like that. You can fucking read shit deep, deep below the surface. But, like, I feel that this person, like, knows that you know more about them than they're going to admit. And I think that that's also something that might be really scary to them because it's, again, addressing vulnerability. This person's terrified of being vulnerable. Show me the Three of Swords for Scorpio. You know, the Three of Wands for the Three of Swords. So this person wants to get the fuck away from this energy. You know, and they're fucking heartbroken because this energy, this talks about knowing what you want. It talks about waiting for what you want, but also hoping to see results soon. But it's like, how can you see results when the pain is there? It's like you can't move past this pain. It's like either do we forfeit or do we really try to make a connection here? Here we have the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I feel this person is worried that you're not going to accept them, not allow them back in. That's what I feel, Scorpio. And when Scorpio gets like upset, they shut people out. Like they just, you're done, done. It may bite them in the ass later, but they're done, you know? Unless this is you, Scorpio, where you've done this to somebody and now you shut somebody out so hard and now you want back in, but they're done because you were done. Dun, dun, dun. So let's see the 9 of Swords. For the 9 of Swords, you have the 5 of Cups in reverse. This person here, oops, I'm dropping everything. This person here, hang on. You have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck too. They want to let go of frustration. They want to let go of heartache. It's like here this talks about emotional imbalance, emotional distress, crying over spilled milk, being able to not recover things that have happened in the past already, not make them right. We want to get over this. This is the energy that they want to experience with you, but they're plagued by what's already happened. It's like, how do I get past that and bring this new beginning? You know? But that's the thing. And it's like, honestly, Scorpio, like part of me really is like, you guys are probably like, c'est la vie. Like, whatever, man. Show me the sun. This person wants to communicate about how they feel. They want to emote with you. And it's, if they haven't told you, if this is a situation where this person hasn't communicated exactly how they feel about you, like the depths of the emotions of their oceans, this is it. This is what they want to talk about, okay? They want to enlighten you about their feelings. You know, God damn it. If this is you, Scorpio, that you did this to somebody, I suggest highly that even if this person turns you down, like, talk to them, communicate your feelings, communicate your emotions, communicate how you feel. Because even if they turn you down, you get that off your chest. You create a level of healing for yourself. You open the doors to vulnerability. Step within vulnerability. There's nothing wrong with it. You feel so much better after you get it off your chest, like for real. At the bottom of the deck, we have you, Scorpio. The 8 of Cups underneath that. This person, you or this person, is hella ambivalent to do anything. Should I get off the pot, man? Shit, or get off the pot. Show me strength. So for strength, you have the King of Pentacles. You know, here. You know, the 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck for that. In regard to strength and the King of Pentacles, you have a Knight now moving into a King. This is somebody who essentially has matured or needs to mature, and they need to go in that direction. But to get out of this, they need to have strength within themselves to be able to communicate to you, be able to look at themselves, be able to be vulnerable and accountable for their actions. And it seems like this person has a difficulty doing that. So, you know, again, shit or get off the pot for real. But this is what they're feeling. They're feeling a very deep bond with somebody. And it's almost, it feels like they're afraid that it's lost. That's what it feels like here. I don't know how long this has been, like, in the making. But whatever it is, however long this person has taken a considerable amount of time to get there. And it almost feels like what they've been doing is negating things by building up money, which is great. You know, money is great. I'll say that. Money's great. But like when you get clouded by it, when you essentially allow it to rule you and your decision making because you're afraid, so you just rather like go make ducats, like, okay. But like, that's arrogant, man. Like, that's hella arrogant. Like, you don't care about the person's time that you're dealing with. This feels evident in this reading. This person is more so bent on what serves them or what they have been dealing with. Also here too, you have the King and Queen of Pentacles. She's in reverse. This, it feels like, was the couple situation, the relationship that they were in previously, and that's over. And now it's taking strength here to communicate with you what they actually feel, Scorpio, or you to them. Show me the 8 of Wands here for Scorpio. Yeah, Magician time with the 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So basically somebody being like, hey, I really, 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 really want to make this happen. I'm going to pull one for the Magician, though. I'm going to pull this out, too. Yeah, this is what they want, man. This is what they want. This is what they caused, the 7 of Swords. A lot of you know that already for, like, tarot reading. A lot of you already read tarot cards, but the 7 of Swords talks about somebody who is essentially deceptive, cheater, lies, really, really huge mental mind games, emotionally manipulative on all fronts. Somebody who's untrustworthy and not worth your time. And now it's like, how do they make themselves worth your time? This is quite the quandary. Show me the Magician. Yeah. He wants to communicate, wants to come forth, but on the fence, on the fence, on the fence, on the fence. I'm going to pull a card from the Nocturna deck, the Nocturna Oracle. I love this deck. I got it for my birthday in February. I'm a Pisces. Show me for Scorpio. Here, let's shuffle a little bit more. Show me energy present for Scorpio, please. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Scorpio. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Scorpio. Frog. I love this deck. It's brand new to me. I don't know all the meanings yet. I'm going to read out of the book. These are all hand-painted. I love these. A little froggy. So, let's read Frog. Oh my God. Sorry, Scorpio. Frog. Cleansing, abundance, release, self-care. Sorry, release. So, frogs drink through their skin, which is why they are in water so often. The frog encourages us to cleanse ourselves of anything that is weighing us down. What's holding you back? What baggage? What do you need to get rid of? A little rejuvenation won't hurt. Try a new workout. Take a spa day. Do something to take care of yourself. Because it is a fertile creature. The frog is also associated with abundance and wealth, especially in Eastern cultures. Sure, abundance and wealth most definitely. But you know what? What's holding you back? What's your bag?